Hey team, welcome to another Building Better Baseball timeout. And in today's timeout, we are going over how teams get to the Little League World Series that you see on TV in Williamsport. This is the path to the Little League World Series. And remember, I'm Coach Art, this is Building Better Baseball, and today you're taking a timeout to learn about the path to the Little League World Series. So the first thing we're going to talk about is little foundation of Little League. So what is Little League? Little League is the largest youth sports organization in the world. It's pretty cool, right? There is a Little League for both baseball and softball. And this is directly from the Little League website. So this kind of speaks to how many countries and where they are. For more than 75 years, Little League offers opportunities to millions of boys and girls of all abilities in more than 80 countries worldwide. That is really amazing that they have spanned that far across the globe. 80 countries, that's really amazing. So, getting into the Little League Baseball and the divisions, right? So, Little League Baseball has 6 total divisions that the players can play in, right? So, you have T-ball, which is usually 4 to 7 years old. And you're going to notice with these divisions that the ages kind of overlap. So, it's kind of the competition level that you want your kid to be at. So, T-ball is 4 to 7 years old. Second one is minor league. That's 5 to 12 years old. Okay, so then we have Little League Majors, and that is 9 to 12 years old. So as you can see, they have like the overlap of the age. Intermediate is 11 to 13 years old. And then you have Junior League, that is 12 to 14 years old, right? And the final one is Senior League, which is 13 to 16 years old. So these are the 6 divisions that Little League has that your son or daughter can play in. All right. So the Little League World Series teams that you see on TV are from the Little League Majors division. And we'll go over this in a little bit, but the ages for the Little League World Series are 10 to 12. So 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. But what you see on TV for the Little League World Series, that is from the Little League Majors. Okay. Now, what is the Little League World Series? The Little League World Series is an international tournament played all over the world, with the final 20 teams playing in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Okay, so there are 10 teams from USA, and there are 10 teams from the other countries. All right, these 10 teams are comprised of the winners of each regional tournament. And we'll get into detail in a little bit, but this is kind of a breakdown of what the Little League World Series is. Now, the regions in the USA. All right, so there are 10 total regions in the USA bracket for the Little League World Series. All right, and when we're talking about regions, we're talking about in the entire country. So each region of the country, there are 10 regions that the country is broken up into. Now, the first one is the Great Lakes, and this is going to test my knowledge of the state abbreviation. So the Great Lakes is Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, and Ohio. So all of the Great Lake area, that's one region. Second one is Metro, and that's Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island. All right, so the third one, Mid-Atlantic, you have Delaware, D.C., so like Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Pennsylvania. I'm from Maryland, by the way, if you didn't know, so Maryland and Pennsylvania. All right, so Midwest, all right, we have Iowa, we have Kansas, we have Minnesota, all right, we have Missouri, we have Nebraska, we have North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. All right, and these are the states where who can win this region. So the Midwest region, these states, one team from one of these states will win that region. All right, so Mountain region, Colorado, Montana, Nevada, Utah, and Wyoming. All right, New England, we have Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. All right, we have Northwest, Arkansas or Alaska, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. All right, Southeast, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. All right, Southwest, we have Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas East, and Texas West. All right, so West, we have Arizona, Northern and Southern California, and Hawaii. So these are the 10 regions where you will find the Little League World Series. All 10 of these regions will have one champion and one representative to go to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So the international regions, all right, so there are 8 regions in the international bracket, and they produce 10 teams for the Little League World Series. All right, we have an Asia Pacific and Middle East region. We have the Australia region. We have the Canada region. We have the Caribbean region. We have Europe and Africa. We have Japan. We have Latin America. And we have Mexico. So those 8 regions produce 10 teams to come from those regions to the Little League World Series. All right, so the selection process for the teams, like how do you make up a team? All right, so most local leagues form an all-star team to play in the international tournament. So these ages are 10 to 12, like we talked about, right? So most local leagues, from that league, you will select an all-star team to enter into the Little League World Series tournament, the international tournament. All right, so Little League Baseball provides guidance on best practices to choose players, but really, ultimately, each league can choose their players in whatever way they want, as long as they abide by Little League rules. So each Little League or each area can choose their own teams however they want. Little League Baseball does provide guidance on the best process, though. All right, so usually they're all-star teams from their local region. All right, so the road to Williamsport, this is what we're talking about, right? Now, the start is the district tournament. This is the closest, your hometown area, your district tournament, right? If you win that, if your team wins that, then you will advance to either a sectional and or a divisional tournament. And this is depending on the size of the state and population. So states that are very big, like California and Texas, they usually go from the district tournament to sectional and then divisional, right? So they go to divisional tournaments after the sectional. Kind of medium-sized states, they go from the district to the sectional, and then the winner of the sectional advances. They don't have divisional. And then there are some states like Rhode Island that are super small, where if they win the district and the sectional, you're automatically the state champion, right? So it all depends on the size of the state and the population of the state. All right, so if you win that, then you advance to the state tournament. So, right, so you 2 teams play in the state, or the state tournament, right, in your state. If you win the state, you advance to the regional tournament. Like we just talked about, those regions. After you win your state tournament, you then advance to face the other states that are in your region. All right, if you win that, then you advance to the Little League World Series in Williamsport. So this is the process, right? You go district, and then you go either sectional and or divisional, right? Depending on size and population. Then you go to the state, and then you go to regional, then you go to Little League World Series. All right, so the Little League World Series format. All right, so once the 20 teams arrive in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, they play in a double elimination bracket style tournament. Right? There is a USA bracket, so all the USA teams play each other, and there's an international bracket, each consisting of 10 teams. So the international teams, they come to Williamsport and they play each other. USA teams all play each other. All right, so once a champion is crowned for each bracket, those 2 teams play each other for the Little League World Series championship. Okay? So that is a breakdown on how teams can get to the Little League World Series, and that's how you see teams that are on TV. That's how they got there. So are you a coach? So I have something for you. Do you want to create a practice plan for the rest of the season in 10 minutes or less every single practice? I can help you. I have a free 2-hour practice plan blueprint in my free coaching starter pack. The link is in the description. Go grab it. And remember, I'm Coach Art, Building Better Baseball, the best place for baseball education. I'll see you in another video real soon.